Welcome back. Between 30 and 40 Barbary macaques will be exported from Gibraltar this spring. The government says it's very close to reaching an agreement with what it describes as a respected third party to take many of the apes that are wreaking havoc in town. Environment Minister John Cortes said he could not at this stage reveal where the animals would be going, but he told GBC they would not be caged in their new home. He added that their capture would start very soon and he expected the exportation to take place by early April. Stephen Nish put it to him that in the final analysis, the government's solution to the ape problem was simply to lock them up.
Well, it's not like that at all. We've done this sort of exercise before. When I say we, I was involved personally in it some years ago, in that in order to move a group of monkeys, sadly you can't catch them all at once, and therefore there is a running period during which we have to be collecting them. And that is the situation. The facilities have veterinary approval and supervision and will be good conditions. Obviously we want to minimize the amount of inconvenience to the animals, but this is standard procedure when you're collecting groups of wild animals. It's nothing to be concerned about.
But isn't it an admission of failure, really, in the way the government has handled this in the past 2 years, with people saying that the problem of the apes is worse than ever, and now the option that you seem to be going for is simply to incarcerate them?
No, not at all. And this is the very contrary. We have always said, and I've been working on this for many years, that the solution to groups of monkeys that are urbanized is to remove them, and that the better option is to move them to facilities elsewhere where they are going to be very well cared for and have very, very good conditions, and that beats killing them, to be very blunt. So this is, it's not a failure, I think it's vindication.
So where exactly will they be going, these apes, once you've rounded them up?
Okay. They will be going to a very reputable facility area, obviously not in Gibraltar. We have agreed not to disclose the area just yet until nearer the date, but all details will be given, so I can't go any further than that.
And the move was welcomed by the opposition, who pointed out it's not the first time that macaques are exported from Gibraltar, saying it's long advocated this measure as part of the solution to the ongoing problems relating to the macaques. However, it believes the government's statement gives rise to a number of questions, including how long and where will the animals be caged awaiting exportation, how will they be exported, and what the government considers an optimal number for the local macaque population. The boundaries of the proposed World Heritage Site at Gorham's Cave Complex have been extended to take in more of the rock's nature reserve. The government has approved the extension, which includes the cliffs above Gorham's Cave and the prehistoric sand dune of the east side of the rock.
The extension to the site was recommended last month by the World Heritage Bid Steering Committee, who felt that increasing the size and scope would improve the bid.
It was agreed at the steering committee and it was put to the government. And the government obviously considered it and have come back recently confirming that, yes, they're happy with this to go forward. So we're now going to redraw the boundary in detail, incorporate all this into the management plan. I don't think it requires that much work, additional work. Remember, a lot of this was declared nature reserve. The Gibraltar, the former Upper Rock Nature Reserve is now Gibraltar Nature Reserve, 2 or 3 months ago. So it's all within the boundary, so it already has an element of legal protection. And we're just going to incorporate the management plan and into the dossier. We're still in time, and we're quite excited about it, because I think that certainly people in Gibraltar should feel that, you know, their World Heritage Site, if it becomes a World Heritage Site, isn't just these caves which are important in their own right, but it's something that they can identify with, which is the rock itself.
The idea is that the enlarged site will illustrate the unique remnants of the landscape the Neanderthals would have lived in: its beaches, its caves and its sand dunes. With the Gorham's Cave complex the major southern European site for Neanderthal research, the museum is also collaborating with other key sites in the Ice Age Europe project. The project has already secured German funding to put interactive touchscreen stations in all the member sites, including the Gibraltar Museum, allowing people to discover the story of the Ice Age across all of Europe.
The 12th Trade-Wise Gibraltar International Chess Festival is underway with over 300 players in Gibraltar from some 60 countries. The Masters tournament started this week with the chairman of Trade-Wise making the traditional opening move. It's expected to be an intense and busy fortnight of chess on the rock. Let the games begin. One of the most popular chess events in the world has once again returned to the Rock and has seen record numbers attending. And with cash prizes totalling almost £160,000, there's every intention to go for gold, as it were. Trade-Wise have been the main sponsors of the event for the past 4 years, but they've been involved for 9 years. Chairman James Humphreys continued the tradition of delivering the opening move at the Gibraltar Masters tournament this afternoon at the top board between Grandmaster Michael Adams and FIDE Master Emilio Miguel Sanchez Jerez.
It's not just that room we're in, we have downstairs is also full of chess players as well. It's staggering that to think we were fully booked for this event 4 months before we even got to this date. It's just simply astounding what's been achieved here, really. So it puts our name out there, it puts Gibraltar out there, and we're doing our bit for chess. No, the pride is growing with every year that we do this.
Moments later, 252 chess players in the Masters made their opening moves in a tournament which is being held over the next 10 days over 10 rounds. 60 federations are represented this year, with some 70 grandmasters here. To give you an idea of the scope, the oldest competitor is George Ellison from England, who is attending the festival for the first time at 81. The youngest is Viviana Galvan Cipriani from Spain, who is only 9. Gibraltar's own Stephen Watley is also back on the board, and 2013 champion Nikita Vichikov also returning to the Rock. The tournament once again attracting big names and proving its popularity is increasing and that Gibraltar is making a name for itself in the chess fraternity.
I suppose the fact is that we get a little better every year and that the development is sustainable, and I think that that's really the most important thing, that it's not up here and then suddenly down. It's a constant and sustainable development, and I think that's really what we've achieved with chess in Gibraltar. I mean, the core to the future of chess in Gibraltar is the junior element and the education in our schools, and indeed we have junior tournaments to encourage that participation.
At an adjacent room of the hotel, live commentary is being provided by Grandmasters Simon Williams and Irina Krush. It's available to view at the festival's website, gibraltarchesscongress.com, and it's proved very popular over the years with strong international viewings. Last night, Sports, Culture and Heritage Minister Stephen Linares attended the opening ceremony of the 2014 Gibraltar Trade-Wise Chess Festival and helped draw the pairings for the Masters today. He also reiterated the government's commitment to the tournament, which has certainly grown in popularity over the years. It'll be an intense but fun fortnight of chess from now until the 6th of February. Also this week, the government bought the Sunrise Motel for £3.25 million, converting it into a workers' hostel. Tenders were invited by the government for 16 terraced houses formerly owned by the Ministry of Defence, and Gibraltar will again be sponsoring the Gibraltar International Literary Festival, held from the 14th to the 16th of November. For the rest of this week's news, you can head over to our website, gbc.gi/news. Don't forget to tune in to Radio Gibraltar and GBC Television throughout the week for the very latest local news. And you can also follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Thank you very much for watching. From the team, good night.